Hi friends, there are 3 new schematics in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies with the Season 3 Reloaded update. These are the Sargent's Beret, the Golden Mask Filter, and the Dead Wire Detonators. There are a few steps you're going to have to follow if you want to get your hands on these new schematics, so I'm going to walk you through each of the steps. Obviously, for each of these steps, you'll want to make sure you're as strong as possible with the best weapon you can get, preferably with a legendary rarity, and obviously a level 3 pack-a-punch. So the new schematics are in the new Dark Aether. However, to be able to get to the new Dark Aether, you're going to have to unlock the Dark Aether through a little Easter egg. So let's get started with step 1. Your first job is to complete the new Act 4 Union mission. Have it selected in the menu, and then in game you can find the anomaly in tier 3. Now I won't walk you through the steps of each of the mission, but that's because you get on-screen prompts, and to be honest it's fairly self-explanatory. Eventually you'll get to the point of facing off against the disciple boss, and once you defeat that boss, a reward rift will spawn and you'll get an item inside, and this will be the draft toy, which is gold. Simply pick it up, stash it in your inventory, and then you can exfil from that Dark Aether. Load into your next game, and I recommend doing this one first, but technically you could do step 2, 3 and 4 in any order. I recommend heading to the zone, so look on your minimap, find out where that radiation zone is, and head to it. That's where the Stormcaller will be, and also a bunch of zombies. Now, you'll need to kill about 50 zombies within this zone. You can kind of ignore the Stormcaller because this doesn't depend on you killing him. Once you've killed enough zombies, a reward rift will spawn and it will give you the science journal inside. This journal will be purple, meaning you'll need to upgrade it to gold, but we'll do more on that later on. Jumping on to step 3, head to I-7 on the main map. It's across the way from Sargent Manor. There should be another large mansion around I-7. Sometimes it can be a stronghold, so you might need a key card. It wasn't the first time I went here though, so it was nice and easy. Simply head in the building, go to the master bedroom on the 2nd floor, and look under the bed. You can see a golden puzzle box. If you crawl close to it, you can trigger a voice line, and wait for that voice line to finish before a reward rift will spawn on the bed, giving you the drawing of an imaginary friend. Again, it's purple, so you'll need to upgrade it in step 5. Before that, we've got step 4 to get you the final item. You'll need a dog for this one. You can use a dog bone, or just get some zombie flesh, and go and collect a dog from any of the kennels, although tier 3 is likely to be the best. Now you need to find a Sargent. I would say Merc camps are the easiest places to find one. You could try a stronghold, but it's probably going to be a little bit harder. You'll need your dog to kill the Sargent. Now it doesn't need to actually kill all the AI, it just needs to kill the Sargent. After that a reward rift will spawn, and you'll get your final item, which is the laptop with stickers. Now we can head into step 5. This is where you want to upgrade all those purple items to gold. Head to the tier 3 zone, but be warned, this first step is very buggy, and I found this was often the case when I was in a squad, but when I did it solo, it was a little bit more forgiving, and pretty much every time I did it solo, it gave me the item back. It's also worth noting, if your teammates don't have the item on them, and they're killing enemies, it's not going to be helping you, and it could actually make you fail this mission, and you'll see why in just a moment. So you've got to find 3 locations, and trigger 3 orbs, which you'll then be able to offer your items to, and that purple item will then turn gold. The first of these is where the escort mission normally starts. It's around E4 in tier 3 on the map, so look for these 3 glowing purple icons. Each is matched to a point on this triangle on the floor, and the tips of this triangle will then be pointing outwards. If you look where they're pointing, that's where you find these purple icons. Shoot the purple icons, and this will then essentially activate your first upgrade step. You now want to head slightly to the left and diagonal from where you just were. You should eventually get to a platform which you can jump on. If you go across that platform, you'll see there's some purple symbols across the way. Kind of look into the middle of those purple symbols towards the edge of the pointed tip. This should then trigger it to turn gold, and an orb will appear in the sky. Now try and stay on the platform if you can. This tends to help if you crouch a little bit and look towards the orb. Just move left and right a little bit until you finally get a screen prompt which allows you to perform the offering, which is essentially giving your item to the orb. At this point, you'll now have to kill all the zombies that spawn, but make sure you see them glowing purple before you're killing them. And this is the point where I mentioned other people can screw it up for you. So don't let randoms kill them for you, and if your teammates don't have the items on them, then don't let them kill them for you either. Ultimately, when you kill enough zombies, it will then trigger a boss to spawn. This one tends to be a Hellhound boss. Your job is then to kill that dog. Once you kill it, it will finally spawn a rift back on top of the platform, which you can access, and it should give you your gold upgraded item, which for this one will be the science journal. After this, you now need to move to your next upgrade location. It's still in tier 3, head across the way towards Opal Palace. You should find the purple triangle on the floor. Look in the direction the ends are pointing, again like you did last time. Shoot those purple glowing icons on the walls. Then head up to the middle building and stand at the top end of the triangle looking into the center. This should spawn another orb much like before, and you'll need to follow the same steps. For performing the summoning, I found going in this little room kind of helped because outside this room I couldn't find where to perform the summoning. Following that is pretty much the same steps: kill zombies, kill the boss, grab your upgraded item, which for this one is the gold upgraded laptop with stickers. The final location is just past Opal Palace, towards where you have the broken walls leading to the building where you often have that raid weapon stash. Find the purple triangle, and again look in the direction the ends are pointing, shoot the glowing purple icons, and now climb up onto the wall in front of you. Head to the gap and look through the gap in the wall, and that's how you can trigger the orb to appear. Following this, again perform the summoning by looking towards the orb, and complete the exact same process by killing zombies, killing the boss that spawns, and grabbing your gold imaginary friend upgraded drawing item. Step 6. Now you can actually trigger this Easter egg, which is to spawn in the permanent Dark Aether for the new Dark Aether. So step 6 is to go to where the story mission is in tier 3, that's the new story mission. Look for the platforms around that area, and this is where you'll need to put each item. Simply look at the base of each pillar and match your item to it. Once you place all your items, this will then spawn a disciple boss that will have a lot of health, so make sure your gun's nice and strong. This will then unlock the new Dark Aether. And this leads us to your final step to get those schematics. So step 7 is to find and use an Elder Sigil on the new Dark Aether portal. Ultimately though, this will take you to the new Dark Aether and simply complete the 3 contracts to get the new schematics. They don't have bunnies here, but instead they've got these glowing beams, kind of like a mystery box, which will lead you to 3 podiums, which you can interact with, and they'll spawn an orb that gives you some kind of special bonus ability, and also start a contract. The 3 contracts are Bounty, Escort, and Outlast, and I believe unlike the last Dark Aether that we got, this one does guarantee you a schematic. At least the couple runs I've done so far in this new Dark Aether, each time they've given me the schematics. I believe the order of the schematics are the Sargent's Beret, the gold mask filter, and then the Dead Wire Detonator. So if you don't have one of those, just keep grinding the contracts, and you'll essentially be able to get all 3 of the new schematics. At that point you can then exfil. I believe the easiest exfil is in the water by the bridge, kind of head towards the center of the map, and if you jump into the water there you should easily see the exfil point. And there you have it, that's how you get the new schematics in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.